Hello, good evening and welcome back to the Hlspwns World YouTube channel. I just want to quickly thank everyone who's subscribed and been watching my videos in my absence. Now, some time ago in a previous video I did say that I was going to be bringing some flight simulators to the channel. I currently own Flight Simulator X, but all the buzz and everything I've been reading and seeing and on other people's channels is about X-Plane 11. Obviously Flight Simulator X is quite old. X-Plane 11 is the currently updated, up-to-date version of flight simulators, and it also natively supports VR. But one of my first questions was going to be, at nearly £57 in the UK for X-Plane 11, does it run well on my PC? And does it even run VR very well? Well, what I've done, I've downloaded the X-Plane demo that lets us do a flight from the Seattle airport in the USA, but we only get 15 minutes of flight. So what I wanted to challenge myself was, if I get it set up, can I take off from the airport, sort of do a half circuit of the field and land safely within the 15 minutes. But anyway, without me rambling on too much, let's see if I can complete this challenge. Right, here we are. We're actually on the runway. I'm just going to take the brakes off. Full power. Let the aircraft build up to about 50 knots, 60 knots. We're going to pull back and we're up in the air and start climbing. So we're going to climb up to about 1100 feet. I'm just going to back off on the throttles just slightly. So we've come off on the middle runway. We've got the airfield on the left and the right of us. Lift it over a little bit, come back over. And what we're going to do as we clear the airfield, we're going to make a left turn and we're going to head just off due east, and then we can turn just adjacent to the runway. Still climbing up, passing over the terminal there, another major flight. We'll knock back on the airspeed just a little bit. So it's very detailed as compared to Flight Simulator 10. Flight Simulator X, so we're going to call it. Right, backing up on the throttle just a little bit, and nose to down just a bit. Stop the rate of climb. We're 1100 feet. Throttle back up a bit, so we don't start dropping too much height. Well, the airport is behind us now, so we're going to start making our turn. We're going to move over to just off due east. We'll let the nose drop down just a little during the turn. Yeah, I'm looking, put some back pressure back on it now. So the mountain's just up in front of us, or hills. The sun's just starting to rise. We've got that
Tower SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Transition from dusk.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
From
Flight
night
heading
to
160 runway 16 left. You're cleared for takeoff. Flight heading 160 runway 16
so
left.
The,
SJX Vision 1 Charlie
side
Victor.
of us. So we're going to fly out on this heading just for a bit further. Then we're going to turn just over the traffic, the road just to the left of us there. So we're going to make that turn now, and we're just going to go off due north. Nose down a bit. We are keeping the throttle up here, just so we can get around the airfield within the 15 minutes we've got off the demo.
SJX Vision 1 Charlie Victor contact center on 124.20. Contact center on 124.20.
So we're going to fly down
SJX Vision 1
adjacent to the airfield. And we'll just come in line with this highway just below us. The police car racing through past everyone. That is really cool. And there's another one. Must be going to an incident. So we've got the terminal just to our left and the 3 runways. Really is very graphically above Flight Simulator X, gotta say. So I do want to get X-Plane 11. I don't want to spend like £57 on it. I'd rather get it in a sale, because as I've seen and watched from other YouTubers and reading up online, there is a lot better scenery you can get added onto this. So I don't know the Seattle area very well. I need to do some checking up online. I'm not sure if that is another airfield just in front of us, but we're going to head out towards that. Absolutely stunning, gotta say. So we're going to keep heading out as it is, and then we're going to sort of curve our way round back into the airfield in a minute. Flying straight and level, just over 1250 feet. Drop the airspeed back just a little bit, and then I put 1 grade of flaps on. When I do that, it is going to cause us to make a short climb. I'm just going to nose up, sorry, nose down slightly. We'll let the plane settle back down now. Sure, took a bit too much off there. So my apologies, it was this point during editing and after I'd finished the flight that I actually realised while I was in VR the battery on the camera had run out. So I'm just going to commentate on the flight here. So we're pretty much on the final leg of the journey now. I'm not sure if that is an airport in front of us. My knowledge of Seattle is not brilliant, so we're going to find out. Seems a bit mad if it is an airfield closer to the main international airport. So what I'm doing, I'm just looking over to the left because we're coming in on our dog leg, base leg turn. As you can see, we're going to be starting to line up with the runway very shortly. I'm just flying directly adjacent to the end of the runway, and I'm now looking at my height and my airspeed because we don't want to be too high when we're coming in for the final approach. Looking round again, thinking that as I'm going to go for the centre runway, I'm going to need to start making my turn very, very shortly. I'm just knocking the airspeed back just a little bit now. The reason being that as I'm trying to lose height, so I'm making quite a tight turn here for the runway, we're going to be increasing in the airspeed. And as we're turning it in, we will start to see the runway lights in front of us. Now, as I'm making my final approach, in the VR, I'm looking for the PAPI or the VASI lights. I always know them as vertical airspeed slope indicator, and I believe in most aircraft, and as in the Cessna 172, that you have to come in with about a 3-degree descent like approach on the glide scope. Now if you're too high, all the VASI or PAPI lights will show as white. If you're too low, they will show as red. If you have a combination of 2 red and 2 white, you're coming in at the desired approach. Now bigger jets and things have something called ILS. It's an instrument landing system. That's something the airport broadcasts on certain runways. Whether this Cessna's got that, I don't know. I'm very, very new to X-Plane 11, so I'm only doing the very basic flight controls at the minute. So here we are, coming in. As I remember, I was altering the throttle and we were pretty much on the right approach. I slightly lowered some points. As we're coming in, you've got to watch the airspeed. You don't want to be going too fast, but you don't want to be going too slow either, so you're going to stall the aircraft. Now, I still thought I was coming in a little bit steep there, and this is where I just start to flare the aircraft round out, knock all the power off. Now we're down. Yes, can you believe it? I've actually made it. This is one of the first times I've flown a flight simulator for a long time, and the very, very first time I've flown in VR. So, how does it transition to real life? Obviously. So how does it transition to real life? Surprisingly well. You don't get the buoyancy, the feeling of the lightness as you lift up, but something I noticed that when we were making a final approach, looking out the window, and I felt this in real life flight, is that you get almost a compression feeling on your head, and I don't know whether it's me and heights, but I actually experienced that in the VR, which I think is pretty amazing. So what we're doing, we're rolling down the runway now, and as we were still within the 15 minutes, I decided I was going to taxi to the terminal, so we'll start taking this taxi path off to the left. As you can see, the ambient light is now increasing as the sun starts to come up and the dawn is really breaking now. Gotta say, the graphics on X-Plane 11 are really, really good. And I am going to get onto Flight Simulator X. I do believe there's a plugin that you can use to make VR work in that one. Plugin that you can use to make VR work. I'm very interested to compare it to this. I've got to say, it just does look fantastic. And in the headset, I'm not quite sure. And in the headset, I'm not quite sure of the frame rate, but it runs smooth enough that it's not an issue. So what I'm doing at the moment, we're going to be crossing over the other runway to our left, just making sure, looking left and right, that there's no traffic coming in. And yeah, we just crossed the main runway there, and then I decided I was going to just taxi and pull up just in front of one of the terminal buildings, I don't think the airport's going to be too happy with that decision, but hey, oh. And here we are, just lining up into an empty slot. What I hadn't done is map the brakes to the controller, so that's something I'm going to have a look at. And as I get back into flight simulators a lot more, I'll look at purchasing a proper joystick or flight system. I'm just going to take that off. I've got to say, absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm going to end the video here. That was just a first look at my piloting skills. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe. Do subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get the channel more popular. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon in more content and videos to come. See you later. Peace out.